All right, you all. I am live. Not saying that this is a live stream that I might enjoy doing, as crypto is in the red. So we're going to talk about this crypto crash, and hope that you are somewhere where you are nice and warm. It's a very, very cold, not cool day, a very cold day in my neck of the woods. So I hope that you are warm and in good health and good spirits. So let's talk about this crypto crash, right? Let's get into this. You all come in, and this helped the YouTube algorithm by you simply hitting the like button. It will invite more people in. So as you all are coming in, take some time, hit that like button, and get into the crypto. I used to say the credit in crypto classroom, but I'm just saying crypto classroom as I'm not uh, active in credit anymore as much as I used to be. I hand that over to a group of experts to take care of to get better use of my time. So let's talk about what happened. What happened to cryptocurrency today? Let's look at it real quick. And again, come in, say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Drop your city and our state. Wanda, hello to you. Thanks for saying good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Cosmic Brownie. I got that in the background. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Lee, aka Les Brown. Thank you for tuning in and saying hello as well. Luther Laborde, what a nice mixture of those double L's. Hello to you. Thanks for tuning in. You should sell, buy silver. T, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Wanda, tuning in from Stockbridge, Georgia. Wanda, I did a lot of business with a lot of people from Georgia today through the home-based business. Had long, in-depth conversations with a lot of people out of Georgia today through the home-based business. Curtis on Facebook, thanks for saying hello, Curtis on Facebook. Like and share this on your personal Facebook page. Show me some digital love on Facebook as well. And you're terrified. Don't be terrified. You're terrified of what, crypto? I don't know what that double C stands for. You all give me a second. Let me cut my oven off. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to let you all look at the market. I'm not terrified of cryptocurrency. I know cryptocurrency is the biggest and the best asset class that we have to invest in. Right now is a buying opportunity, in my opinion. So you all, let me cut my oven off in the background so you all won't hear that beeping sound and come in. Let me put some music on for you. As you all come in, give me a couple of minutes to get up before that oven beeps again and before what I have uh, burns up in the oven. I don't want that to happen. And we'll get right into it. I'm not terrified of cryptocurrency at all. I'm not. I'm not. I know its value and its worth, right? So come in, you all. Continue to say hello. Let's do 5 minutes of fame. I'm not terrified of crypto. Sugar Hill in. All right, you all. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. They held it down, so we still got some more shout outs that came in, so I can um, cut the music off and get right into the topic. Sugar Hill, Georgia. A lot of people from Georgia coming in. I did a lot of business with Georgia, people from Georgia today. That's people that needed extra cash flow in these times. Extra cash flow, that's that number they were texting. Got a lot of people started up in the home, work from home business, simply because of things like this. And let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. Why a lot of people, a lot of middle class people cannot get rich. I don't know what that means, Cosmic Brownie. March on Pfizer. It's a march going on Pfizer. A march of Pfizer. What does that mean? But at any rate, a lot of people cannot get rich that are middle class simply because every time the stock market, or in this case, the cryptocurrency market, has a crash. This is I would not call it a dip. This is really a crash. Bitcoin is at 36. Its highest was 66. But every time people with the middle class mentality, instead of thinking to buy the dip, right, they think, oh my God, I'm afraid. So it looked like I'm gonna have to go into educational piece here too, right? Because this is just a paper loss. I'm not selling. I'm not selling. I'm not selling. Look, BTC, Bitcoin can go to 20. It can go back to 25,000. I'm still up ahead of when I got in, and I got in late, of $3,500. And this was in 2020, because I know the asset class of this. Ether still is 2,600, although it's all time high. It's 4,000, and I still have people texting me. Give me a second. Let me cut my phone off. Getting in home-based business and getting in more cash flow. And even if, give me one second. Let me respond to this. Jeremy Scott, even if it goes to 28K, right? Again, I don't think you all heard me, or you heard me particular, that I got in at 3,500. I'm still up. See, the only people that this bothers are the people who may got in above the price point. But it shouldn't, even for those people, it should not bother you, because this happens. It is just a loss on paper, right? It is just a loss on paper. And I'm not saying anything about black people. I'm not trying to be negative or derogatory, but black people are 7 times more likely to panic sell. And this is why you have to get your mindset right. This is why I'm talking about cryptocurrency. Because if you focus on building a business or making side cash flow income daily, you won't be panic selling. And this is why every time I live stream, until this discounted price, this discounted investment opportunity ends at $129, I tell people, because this is just for a limited time, to get in, right, at 129 and get you some side income so you won't be in a position to panic sell. Right? This is why I tell people, get side income so you will not be in a position to have to panic sell. There is much utility case when it comes to Larry, crypto, when it comes to Bitcoin and Ether, right? You have proof of work and you have proof of stake. And both of them have utility uses. You go back and research, right? But again, this is why that people need financial education. And now more than ever, you need financial literacy of what's going on. See, what people don't understand is in 1933, the United States went bankrupt. The United States went bankrupt. And when the United States went bankrupt, right, let me try to do this. When the United States went bankrupt, citizens, people became collateral because the US dollar, the cash system, was backed by gold because gold and silver in the Constitution is real money, right? And so now that they confiscated all citizen gold in 33, and so okay, we need another collateral. We need another asset class to back our dollar to make it strong, right? The dollar will collapse. The dollar is collapsing. Nobody's talking about that though. Even at $36,000, Bitcoin is still a bigger flight investment against inflation than the dollar that people are holding in their pockets, their purse, or their wherever, or your bank account. As we have a record number of people of banks closing in 2021, banks closing. People, it's a difference now between I won't say people should just go gung ho for gold and silver, even though gold will be used to reset this currency system as they're going to flip the switch to um from cash to crypto. But I'm not encouraging people, right, to get into gold and silver, and this is why, because you don't get cash flow like that. Now, someone told me on one of my videos that in Arizona, for example, that you can pay or purchase everything with gold, but the only person that gets profits off of that is the person who's getting your gold. See, everything that's an asset, you need cash flow to hold. You need cash flow to hold crypto. You need cash flow to hold stocks, and you need cash flow to hold gold and silver. Because this is going to be 2-3 years down the road that cryptocurrency will be the official global system, currency system. This is not going to happen in 2022. We're looking at 2024, 2025. So until then, you're going to see this vitality or this setbacks with cryptocurrency. And so people became lateral when the United States went bankrupt. They said, what we're going to do is we're going to use the labor of people to back our dollar, that this is going to be valuable and worthwhile. And as long as we continue to tax people from their labor at 30%, and as long as we continue to increase the pricing of everyday goods and services, which is called inflation, you can rest assured that people will always be working, and they will always be in this cycle or be in the rat race. This tongue twisting rat race. They will always be in this hamster wheel where they're turning and running in circles in the hamster wheel, and they will never get out. See, many people haven't studied or read the book, The 40-Hour Work Week. And so back in our grandparents or great grandparents' generation, they would give Americans this proposal that if you work for 40 years, for 40 hours a week, which is 160 hours a month of your time, your labor, then in 40 years, you can retire with a pension or a 401k that will pay you 40 or confiscate you 40%. But guess what? With inflation, people cannot afford to retire. You're not even giving 40% of the income that you used to get when you was laboring on the job. So even people that retire and come away from the job then have to get what they think is a side job, right? Uh, which keeps them in the rat race. I got people that's texting me, you all forgive me for looking down, that they have joined a home-based business. They're taking advantage of this $129 special before it ends. So I'm doing my business and live streaming and educating you all at the same time, simultaneously, right? At the same time. So with that being said, people, this is just a loss on paper, right? And you got to understand what a paper loss is, right? You have to understand what a paper loss is. You have not lost the asset. You have not lost the potential gains of the asset. This is just a paper loss. And the rich and wealthy, they know this, and they don't panic sell, right? Paula says, "Hello, Queen. The 40-hour work week. I worked over 30. I'm assuming you're trying to say 30 years." JP Survivor, thank you. He said, "Love a woman that can think. I love a man that can think." Right? Knowledge is power. Subscribing. Thank you. Thank you, JP, for being a subscriber. And also on that note, some people have asked me they want to be supporters of the channel, and they want to be a member of my Patreon, and they want me to maybe make it, the investment a little lower, and they said they're willing to not have the assets that the Patreon members that have for $51.11 a month and $111 a month. And so if you just want to be a supporter, and say, for $11 a month, I just want to support you and show that I'm a Patreon member, then I will give that option again, right? So I will give that option again. Give me the weekend to go in and make that adjustment, right? But yeah, okay, it says El Salvador just bought about 15 million worth of Bitcoin. Thank you. Oh my God. Isn't that so refreshing? And that's what corporations do. When every normal day citizens panic sell, corporation comes in and they buy the dip. So now this event happened in Russia, right? Russia has a ban on Bitcoin that was just implemented. So on today, the cryptocurrency markets, as you saw that I put on the screen, were in turmoil as Russia eyed a ban on Bitcoin, while the sell-off of the United States equities continued in the crypto space as well. So we got a sell-off of the United States equities just happened at the same time. So now we got corporations, and they always buy the dip. Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, is also down 13%. But that's okay for the people that know, right? You got stocks as well, not just cryptocurrency. Ford stock, for example, had its worst day since April. And Ford Motor also had a big a big dip on Wednesday as well. It fell 7.9%. So I tell people all the time that cryptocurrency usually is connected to the S&P 500, and where the S&P 500 goes, usually that's how crypto operates as well. But the good news is next week, the Feds will have a meeting next week, and it will bring some clarity on where cryptocurrency is going. So the 25th, the 26th of next week, and then you have futures contracts that will expire next Friday, which always helps bring a pump to the crypto world, right? And along with the Fed meeting. because you all do know that this week the Feds just released the white paper on their digital dollar. So it looks like with the Fed creating a digital dollar, the Fed coin, then um, give me one. I don't know if I want to address you, Cosmic Brownie, because you do know my name. This channel is Cryptocurrency or Crypto Queen, and my title is about Bitcoin, not about silver. So I'm not really going to debate with you about back and forth. I have a queen. Let me show you. I have a Queen of Coins silver stacking report just on silver on my website that people can invest in so they can know what type of silver to buy. Right? You just don't go out and freelance and buy silver. You have to know what's the difference between 0.999 silver and 0.9999 silver. You have to know the difference between rounds and coins and bullions. You just don't go out and buy any type of silver. So this is my website, Crypto Queen 1111. And also, you all, you can purchase my book. I have a book, My Millionaire Notes, on the website as well. This book is also on Amazon as well. And so show some love and support the book. It's a quick read, and it is um, the thoughts and the minds and the quotes and the great sayings that I've heard over the years from being in different conferences in different rooms with millionaires, multimillionaires, decamillionaires, and billionaires as they discuss their thoughts about investing and the mindset that it takes. So that's a shameless plug. I do have that book. I haven't talked about it in a while. But this is my Queen of Coins Silver Stacking Report, right? And it breaks down the investment of silver. So you're not talking to a novice about silver. I know silver is going to be used in Tesla vehicles, in the EV vehicles, even with Ford and electronic vehicles. I know silver is going to be used for calculators and catalytic converters. I know silver is going to be used for this 5G Wi-Fi technology, which will fuel cryptocurrency as 5G was released yesterday, another round of 5G. I know silver will be used for phone batteries and RFID chips. I know all of that. But silver does not cash flow. It does not. And silver is great for the middle class and the poor working class, but you need to have a cash flow plan in place. You need to have a cash flow plan in place. Because most of these people that's telling you to buy silver, they are usually some type of paid promoters, or they have some type of affiliate marketing link with them so that they can get a percentage off your buys instead of you learning and then you going online and purchasing yourself. But at the end of the day, people, silver does not cash flow, and cryptocurrency still is easier to liquidate than silver or gold. But if you're cash flowing positive and the inflation is not affecting you, the increased pricing of goods and services, then yes, by all means, if you can afford to hold on to silver and gold for 2 to 3 years, which silver and gold price dumped today too. Silver and gold prices crashed today too. But yet, I got two people on my live stream. Gold bottom out. Gold to bottom out. I tell people, this is, to me, gold, silver, whatever you can afford to hold. If you have a cash flow, you're cash flow positive, right? Then get that. Gold, I think, let's pull up the gold price and silver and spot gold. So gold is down too, and silver. But people that know what true assets are, that does not bother them. So every investing What works for you might not work for the next person. So gold price per ounce is $1,835, right? Today. But the whole purpose of my live stream is to tell you that Russia said they banned cryptocurrency, and that this is why. But the Fed meets next week, the 25th, uh, and silver is a slight dip today at $24 an ounce. Very affordable for the middle class, but at the same time, you need things that cash flow. Oh my God. Okay, Cosmic. Cash flow is different than income. Cash flow is different than income. What do I mean by cash flow? Income, for example, or money that you can get from a paycheck or a 1099, is what is called earned income. Meaning it just come off, is you just get that from your labor, right? From your efforts, your work, in the form of solo money, right? But cash flow can be earned collaboratively, and cash flow is taxed lower than income. So the best thing that I want you to understand is there's, and I just had a book on it right here today that I could reference to. What did I do with that book? And maybe I didn't put it here, so I'm gonna try this right off the top of my head. That cash flow is taxed lower than income, or taxed lower than a paycheck money, or taxed lower than 1099 income, right? Um, this is why you have different types of ways to make money. Unfortunately, some people just know about income, right? They just know about job income, which is the highest tax. So again, introverted California, you have passive income, you have residual income, you have residual cash flow, you have portfolio income, you have let me see, the portfolio income, earned income, which is all taxed. But to make it simple, business income or cash flow is taxed lower. It is taxed lower, and also cash flow appreciates with time. Oh, royalty through royalty. I got, for example, cash flow today, a payment today for my books that's on Amazon, my millionaire notes that I just showed you all. I got a residual payment for that today, a royalty payment. Now let me pull it up. So cash flow and passive income, you can, I'm not saying it will work out like that all the time, but you can do the work once and get paid repeatedly. Real estate is a form of passive income. Writing books, having a home based business, the cash flow and opportunity and networking with other people. So here's my email of my royalty payment. Because cash flow payment like this, business income and not employee income, is taxed lower. And the name of the game is to save the government, because again, you were made collateral after um, the dollar became removed from the collateral damage or collateral for the government. They had to pay other countries. The other countries said, we don't want the dollar. It's not backed by anything. And they said, okay, it's going to be backed by the labor of people. Another thing about cash flow, it appreciates with time, meaning that there's no limit of the amount. Is no threshold, is no ceiling where it stops. See, with your job, the amount of raise that you get through income depends on if you get a promotion, and if whoever's in charge decides that they want to give a pay raise to their employees. That's not the case with cash flow. Cash flow, again, is tax lower, and cash flow is measured in time. Income is measured in dollars. Cash flow can come in daily, weekly, monthly, which is what business I'm affiliated with. We get paid daily pay. It is tax lower. Business income is tax lower than labor income. And it also allows money that flows away from you in the form of spending, it comes back to you in the form of taxes. See, with the work from home business that I do, right, that gives the cash flow, instead of giving your children allowances or just going to the grocery stores and buying groceries for your children, you set them up with a separate bank account. You pay them as you would pay them for doing chores in your home. You teach them entrepreneur skills. You pay them to help you with things in the business that relates to business activities. And then when you all go to shopping at the grocery stores, or they have to play their little league games or AAU basketball or little league baseball, whatever the event may be, you pay for those things out of their business account. And at the end of the year, you can get up to $12,000 per child of money back. So cash flow is just not, it's different from spending money. It's financial strategies of getting money that you spend out strategically through a business model to flow back to you. Most people just have money flowing out. And the only way they can have money flowing in is they have to get up and perform the same work at a job that many say is just over broke. There's nothing wrong with the job. I'm not bashing the job. I still coach and mentor young girls basketball. I make money, as Robert Kiyosaki calls it, the cash flow quadrant. It's 4 different ways to make money as an employee. That's the E quadrant. S quadrant is sole proprietor or small business or specialists like doctors and lawyers or 1099 contractors, which are taxed 40 to 60%. They are taxed more. They are usually the 6-figure income earners. The more money that you make, the more that the government take. And then on the other side of the quadrant is where we got Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, right? I mean, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, because they earn their money as investors and business owners. So by joining and enrolling in the home-based business, you get the same tax deductions, which is $475 added to your paycheck as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk would get as a Starbucks franchisee or a McDonald's franchisee. And speaking of this, yes, it works. You can plug it in if you're a small business owner as well. Starbucks and McDonald's are cutting hours. So if people don't need extra cash flow right now coming in, or a side income, or you can even refer to it as a side hustle. I don't like side hustles. Most people that have side hustles stay broke because they still don't understand the tax game. I've had people tell me they had 2 jobs and had to quit one because they was getting uh, taken out so much in taxes. Because when you have 2 jobs, the government looks at you as 2 people, and you get taxed like 2 people get taxed. So now you have Starbucks, Chipotle, uh, McDonald's, and all have struggled to hire and retain workers, so they're closing extra hours. Anytime McDonald's shut down, you know that this is serious, that you need extra alternatives. And guess what? Now, more than ever, if people were getting their tax refunds next month, now more than ever could they become millionaires because they would have some extra money to invest in the dip, or better yet, the crash. Right? The introverted California. Now they may be charging that much in California. Says McDonald's is a luxury now. They're charging $32.20 for two sausage biscuits and the egg biscuits. I haven't been at McDonald's lately. I have to ask my daughter. She's just coming in. I don't know if the prices have increased at McDonald's or not. And yes, they don't know about the tax write-off for owning a business. And guess what? The introverted Californian, the government allows you 3 years that for your business to make no profits, right? Even though I'm in business to make money, but the government allows you 3 years to operate that business. And if you're not profitable, you still can get thousands of dollars back in taxes, in the form of taxes. And I'm not talking about thousands of dollars back where you have to keep an income threshold under $50,000 and have 3 kids just to get $10,000 back from the government. No, I'm talking about you can be a six-figure income earner and get thousands of dollars back without trying to claim somebody else's child or do tax manipulation, right? These are tax strategies, not tax manipulation, not tax invasion, but tax maximization strategies by adding a home-based business to your paycheck. And most people just out of their paycheck, right? Once they add the 470 tax deductions to their paycheck, that alone gives them, on average, virtually everyone in my organization, all of my business partners, on average gives them $300 all the way. I had one married couple, brought them an additional $1,400 out of their paycheck because their W-4s did not reflect that as a business owner. And once they invested, at that time, the investment opportunity cost was $228. Now it's a limited time, $129 that's going to end at the end of this month in January. They were able to increase $1,400 more out of their paycheck. Money that they did not know that they had a right to, an entitlement to, if they had only added this home-based business to it. So now, 2 years since COVID, according to CNBC, was the first confirmed USA. 2 years since COVID was first confirmed in the United States. This article goes on to state that this pandemic is worse than anyone ever imagined. And guess what, people? Believe it or not, this is just the beginning. So 2 years ago, 2019, first case came to the United States, according to this article. They're saying, according to this article, that the virus has killed more than 860,000 people, infected more than 69 million. Now, I know I'm not saying it's harsh, people, but 69,860,000, that could be easily compared to the flu or pneumonia cases as well. So now you have Omicron, and this says that this pandemic, at least they're calling it what it is, a pandemic, as it's a financial system reset, is unclear. As they're telling you, people, that they're going to have new variants to emerge. They're telling you this, right? As they're saying, 53% of people said, you know what, we're tired of the jab. We're not taking a third one, right? 53%. And some people just had very adverse reactions from taking the first one or the first two, right? And so that's great. That's great. But introverted California, this is why most people are not investing in real estate. Let me tell you this. The same tax deductions that you get with your rental, right? With just that one rental that costs you thousands to get in California. I have rental properties too that cash flow me, right? And you pay almost no taxes. This is the rules that the rich and wealthy play by. See, poor people don't want to play, or they can't play. They don't understand how to play by the rules of the rich and wealthy. But I also got the same tax breaks out of the home-based business. And at the time that I enrolled, it was $228, not $129. And this is why I know most people don't know what they're missing out on. Because instead of you putting thousands in a rental unit or real estate, which is grossly overpriced right now, $129, you can have those same tax write-offs. And if you are a person who's accustomed to get $10,000 and $12,000 a year, uh, based off the fact that you may have 2 or 3 children, well, why not get that and more? Why stop there? So, people, this is far from over. As they're saying, the United States, how can they solve the Great Resignation? I don't see anyone that could not take advantage of a 129 opportunity to get more cash flow, to make more money from working out of the comfort of your home or your apartment or your condo or your townhouse. I firmly believe that you should get residual income from wherever you reside. And guess what else? You also get tax write-off for your utilities, your light bill, your internet bill, your cell phone bill, square footage of where you live. See, you can't get those tax write-offs for the condo that you have or the rental units, but you can get it for where you reside only through the makeup of a home-based business model or this home-based business model. So people are missing out on thousands of dollars over $100 investment or a couple of $100. So how can the United States solve this great resignation? Create better jobs. As most people don't understand, when President Joe Biden says build back better, in order to build back better, right, you have to tear down something. And what's been torn down right now is this cash dollar system. And crypto is going to be the most inexpensive thing, asset. It was this, when I was a child, we used to have this child's game that I played with my friends, mainly girls. And we used to say trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Right? Then right now, you can make $1 out of $150 if cryptocurrency. Right now, it's a buying opportunity, people. It is not a panic sell opportunity. It is not crypto is going to zero or Bitcoin is going to zero time. I have a well-diverse portfolio. I just don't have Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does go to zero, I'm still fine because I have the other cryptocurrencies that I know the New World Order and the World Economic Forum will have, right, for this digital currency system. I'm going to show you all this video. It was made in 2010. I did a live stream on this in 2021, I believe, of last year. I'm going to show you this clip. If you don't think cryptocurrency is here to stay, I'm not trying to convince you. You make your own financial decision. Because again, I'm not a financial consultant. Give me a second. I'm not a financial consultant anyway. So I'm not trying to convince you or twist your arm that, this is going to be the new currency system. I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you, though, however, this is the easiest time for millionaires and multimillionaires to be made if you would just make millionaire moves. And honestly, being a millionaire now in this economic system is like being a thousandaire. You need to be a multimillionaire. You need to be a decamillionaire. $1 million is not going to cut it. $1 million is like 500,000. And if you don't have tax shelters, $1 million is 500,000. So with the price of goods and grocery increasing, you need to get your cash flow up. That I can say firmly. So let me share this with you, right? And I uploaded this video today. Once you do your research and due diligence, you will recognize, you will come to the truth that this has been the plan a long time ago, right? As the Bible says in Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun. So let me show you all this video. Again, it's coming from the book Conspiracy of Credit, written in 2013, giving us a future prediction of where we are headed for 2021 and beyond. Excuse me, sir. Forgot your receipt. Checkout lines. Who needs them? Have a nice day. This is the future of e-business. Okay, that's IBM RFID chip commercial. This is why Bill Gates is so heavily invested in what's going on right now in the health community. The evolution of this, if you notice in that video, right, the guy, and the video is old, it's about 7 years old. The guy is making groceries, right? And he's in the grocery store and he's putting the groceries in under his coat, right? And you saw the surveillance camera, everything following him, and it was not considered theft, right? People, that was made in 2010. They showed you the RFID chips and where cryptocurrency was going. This was IBM. Again, this is why Bill Gates is so heavily invested and why his face is on the, get the jab campaign, because it's in his best interest. They have all these plans. See, listen, listen, people. When gold was removed, right? When gold was removed from the backing of the US dollar as collateral, and then they needed people, you and I humans, for the labor, they don't need humans anymore. Robots are going to take these jobs. Robots are going to take these jobs. Robots is going to do what humans were doing. So they don't need human labor anymore. They don't need you as collateral. Cryptocurrency is going to bring in AI. Let me show you another video slide clip, and artificial intelligence. So people, you better make a move, because just like the government can manipulate the price of cryptocurrency and the stock market, they can also manipulate the price of gold and silver. And I'm not against gold and silver. I'm for it. I teach on it. I educate on it. But most middle class people cannot afford it because they don't have cash flow. Again, this is the IBM commercial from 2010. Bill Gates, self-driving trucks. And here we are, people, 21, 22 years later almost, from these commercials and cryptocurrency. This is why it is here to stay and it's not going anywhere. And in the red market today, it's just a great buying opportunity for those who have the cash flow and the financial education.
Would you kindly tell me what you're doing in the road?
I'm with the help desk. You're lost. You're headed to Fresno.
Fresno, right.
This is the road to Albuquerque.
How'd you know we were lost?
The boxes told me.
The boxes?
RFID radio tags on the cargo. Helps track shipments.
The boxes knew we were lost. Maybe the boxes should drive. Very funny.
Did you all hear that, people? She said the RFID chips. This was 2010. The RFID chip. They said, how did you know we were lost? So no, I just tell people get their cash flow up because you don't have control over the manipulation. But again, I do have the queen of coins and the queen of the cash to crypto, queen of crypto reports. I tell the poor working class that, I have these financial help books because I know what silver would do. In 2011, silver was at $50 an ounce, right? It's at $24 a day. But look at that 50% gain. Look how many years that's taken to get there. You don't know how long you got to hold gold and silver, but I'm not against it. But have cash flow in place so you can hold that. Since 2011, JP Morgan has hoarded over 350 million ounces of silver. So silver is to the middle class what gold is to the rich and wealthy. But just know this, gold and silver, and I have the my website strolling down at the bottom, cryptoqueen1111.com. Gold and silver is for the rich and wealthy. It protects their cash against inflation. You cannot buy gold and silver if you don't even have cash to protect against inflation. 1 out of 4 Americans before this pandemic even hit had $400 for emergency cash for emergency situation. So you looking at 2011, that silver was $50 an ounce at an all-time high. You don't know how long you have to holler that. And you don't know where, many people don't even know where to go to liquidate it. They don't even know where to go to liquidate gold and silver. And that's exactly people 11 years from 2011 to now, 2022, that it took silver just to pump $25 more. But yes, it's going to be used to reset this currency system. Gold is. It is. Because gold and silver is real money. And it has to be used to reset the currency system. But you got to be prepared to hold that until that happens. And if you're not, and cryptocurrency is great buying opportunities, where Bitcoin is down 7% today and Ether is at 9%, you're going to look back and wish that you were futuristic thinking and you were patient and that you understand. Because to me, I don't understand how a person that invests in gold and silver, knowing it's going to be a currency system reset, what do you think the reset is going to go to? As other big corporations right now are buying the dip. And the last thing I want to share with you all, the record number, because I like to have proof. The record number of banks closed. More evidence that we're shifting out of cash to cryptocurrency. More evidence that we're shifting out of cash to cryptocurrency. So when people can get in cryptocurrency for pennies on the dollar, their return on investment is going to be higher than gold and silver. Gold and silver is for kings and queens and rich and wealthy. It's not a game that the middle class or even the upper middle class can afford to play. Because some people don't have enough cash reserves to hold on to gold and silver until that official reset happens. That would be 2 to 3 years down the road officially. So U.S. banks closed record numbers. Wells Fargo was the most. I tell you, Wells Fargo is something else. But anyway, so U.S. banks record number of retail branches closed. 2,900, almost 3,000 branches closed this year, according to the S&P. Wells Fargo closed 267 out of the almost 3,000. So you could possibly go to your local bank and it's not even there anymore. You have no workers. This is where artificial intelligence and robots and machines, again, replacing the job of people, right, is happening. I agree. LaBelle on LLC, I totally agree. You have to be a visionary and to see the writing on the wall because it is hidden in plain sight. You have to be futuristic thinking. You have to see it. You have to be open-minded. And you should be making moves to have additional income stream that does not consist of two jobs. Listen, that Dave Ramsey advice of getting two jobs, that is over with. You got McDonald's and Starbucks that cannot open now. You have the Great Resignation. You got organizations that can't open because they either can't find workers or the workers are sick or they're taking care of someone that's sick or the workers are simply finding work from home opportunities that they are more lucrative. So that Dave Ramsey advice, that's over with. There's no two jobs anymore. It's barely one job. As record number high last week of unemployment was close to 300,000. So that Dave Ramsey antiquated advice, get two jobs, save money. Even the Bible tells you not to save money in Matthew 25, right? The servant that saved money that the master gave him was called evil and wicked and cast into outer darkness where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's pretty much interpreted in simple terms, hell on earth. So you are a saver. You did not multiply money, right? If your money is not multiplying, if it's not beating inflation, according to the Bible, you experience hell on earth. All because of your monetary choices. And Luke 19 and 13 in the Bible says to do business until I come. But yet there will be people says, oh, a rapture is coming. Well, if a rapture is coming, which that already happened in the Bible, what do you think the resurrection was? But anyway, if a rapture is coming, right, then are you doing what Luke 19:13 says, to do business until I return? No, you're not. You're not doing business. You're working a job. And some people that are doing businesses are not multiplying their money because they don't know the strategy. They don't know, they don't have experts. Getting money is a team sport. Rich people have legal teams, they have great attorneys, they have great financial advisors, they know how to market move, they have market researchers, they have IRS experts like this home-based business has. They have all of these a part of their team to keep, grow, and multiply their money. But yet, most of the middle class, the poor working class, think that they're experts in everything and they don't need people that know how to grow money surrounding them. And most people cash flow, as the IRS has said, it will be April before you're going to see tax refunds. Most people are so cash flow negative right now, they can't even buy the dips. They can't even invest in the dip. So listen, you all, I'm signing out. Again, text 129. The number is 129 to 254-788-1144. Take advantage of this limited time 129 129. I promise you, that's it. Investment opportunity before it returns to the normal investment. I'll send you some more information so you can get more details when you text that number. And how big can you think, people? How big can you think? You need to magnify your mind. Think bigger. Surround yourself with bigger people. Surround yourself with people that know more than you. who make more money than you, who's investing and not just spending. When you spend money, the last three letters spell end. You put an end to it. Money is called currency, or cash is called currency because it's supposed to circulate. So magnify your mind, manifest with your mouth. The power of life and death is in your tongue. Multiply your money according to Matthew 25. You're supposed to be a good steward and multiply your money so you can enter into the joy of the Lord and not experience hell on earth, and maximize your mission in life. Deuteronomy 28:11 says that you're supposed to have great prosperity, people, great prosperity. So, Queen, out you all, invest in the dip. This is going to be the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. And now, this time is the easiest time to become a multimillionaire if you make the correct millionaire moves, people. This is chess, it's not checkers. Queen out.